close. I think it's going to be low scoring. I'm going to say like 3-2 for Epsilon. It's going to be real close. We are going into the first round now. Admirable, take us away.
Remember now that Epsilon were undefeated in this tournament until they lost recently to Froyo Tech, so now they've had that stark realization that, you know, maybe they're not the best team in the tournament. They've had to come to terms with their demons, but right now they're on to middle. Warrior has gone down super early. Seagull sees him dropping off the point and just pre-fires the rocket there. So simple but so effective. No dinner man up for Epsilon means they can make the easy decision to back out immediately. And they're going to be able to build up their Uber charge and get themselves in decent positions here up top. But already mix up again, free entry on Choke. TLR's playing the high ground. Seagull on top of the point as well. And that combined soldiers map, it's so difficult to push you. You either get juggled or you just get chipped away at them. Even though Epsilon made the smart play to back out, they've ended up losing both middle and fore, and that's a little bit cheap, but fair play to Mix Up for picking up the slack there and just stepping in and taking that free territory. Right now War is back on the field. We're going to have a heavy weapons guy from Kyler for fun. Bash will be sniping as well, so they're pulling out all the stops to try and shut down this next Mix Up push, but Mix Up are in no rush to commit themselves here, Lang. They're just going to try and come up with a plan, and in fact they are taking it very gingerly here. I'd love to know what they were thinking right now, you know what I mean, Lang?
Yeah, that's a very good point. Perhaps we should peek into the comms, sneak our way into the mumble there, and eavesdrop on the door. Mix Up.
Right here. Don't stay around the corner.
Yeah, so yeah, this is a good spot for you.
Yeah. I'm watching main door. You can always be
I'm gonna go in
here.
about 10 seconds. Get ready.
Okay.
Tyler, you want to watch top and I'll watch main door?
Now?
Yes, this is much better. Yeah, if you keep stickies on main door, we're good.
He's literally in spawn. The medic is literally in spawn.
Okay, we're gonna stay here. We can, if they come here, Harp, we're gonna fight them.
I know what to do. If they don't push, I know what to do.
Scouts up top.
I'm not. No eyes on lower.
They're in lobby. They're in lobby.
There's no eyes on lower right now.
Squid, can you see that?
Combo that main door.
Lower.
They're pushing up here. They're pushing up here.
I'm up.
They're back. I think they're back.
Alright, Enigma. Let's do the cap point strat.
Okay.
Because,
Is it sticky?
Okay, last time, no. Last time they had 5, literally all 5 stacked top right. It literally
I'm gonna put stickies at the front of point.
I'm gonna go,
Push up river with us, Harp.
Which one?
Yeah, no. You come in after. I'm distracting.
Okay.
Like, you'll see it.
805. Go at 805.
Okay.
Can you give me that box?
That wasn't lobby though. I might not be able to get in.
I just wait.
Spy from Tech here. He managed to go in lower, but he's finding himself on the wrong level. He needs to get up to the high ground if he's going to get any picks onto Mix Up. Tech's just going to chill out in the lobby here. He's getting valuable information for his team. See Seagull's coming up, but Seagull realizes if he dinks somebody, he's going to turn around and get that easy frag. That's what they were looking for all along. And now Epsilon may face the push that Mix Up have been plotting and planning here. Like, there's players coming up from below. Seagull actually skipped forward there, tries to get the pressure, but Bash is going to shut him down. Enigma is going to avenge his fallen roamer by killing off Bash, but he has he's drawn their attention. Enigma kills off Kyler, but Mike is going to kill off Enigma. It's 4-on-4 right now. Seagull just respawns. Mix Up might be going to wait for that. They're continuing to go forward. Those Squid's going to go down. No scouts up right now for Mix Up, but still a formidable opponent. Epsilon very skeptical about the push here.
Yeah, Mix Up deciding to hold pretty safely, either outside in the yard or very far back up top in the Riverside area. Bash actually getting a little bit adventurous, but he sees that overhealed 300 health pilot just back up. Whoa, Kyler also getting aggressive up there in the Riverside. Epsilon seem like they're getting a little bit antsy, but now we do have some members of Mix Up entering this lobby, taking a bit more of a forward stance now that their spawns are up. But I mean, if you even just look at Platinum, he's so far back and his sticky traps are out in the yard. He does finally debt, and he is going to head up top and move in, get a little bit more aggressive. But, whoa, this timing is such that Epsilon is actually starting to move out and check to see what's what. This could be bad. Mike is kind of isolated. He might get cut out here. Seagull is actually jumping all the way into left. Is he going to be able to get onto the point? He does meet Mike, and oh, they're dueling it out over on the Riverside. Seagull does take down Mike, but Bash answers with a quick revenge frag onto Seagull, and once again, we are back at this standoff. One frag each, soldier for soldier, and neither team wants to break the tension.
Yeah, I mean, that insight we had to the comms earlier really told the whole story about how seriously Mix Up are taking this, and obviously Epsilon's response tells you exactly the same thing. They're looking to figure out exactly what they want to do. Like Seagull calling where he expects the combo to be based on the previous information. He's trying to go in there and make the lowest risk play and get the maximum reward. They're happy to take those gambles. Right now though, it's going to be a commit here from Epsilon as Nox and Mike step forward, force the Uber on the riverside and then drop down into the lobby. But this, oh, actually they juked around here, went lower. If they got that main door, they might have been just caught in the mix-up sandwich. But as it stands, Enigma is the first to go down after that passage of play. Mike still in the lobby, finds a Seagull. Mike and Nox are deep in here. Their team are sitting back on last, trying to absorb any potential back caps. But soon Mike will be clearing the space for them to come out. Platinum Stickies are no longer on the roller door. Epsilon can come forward, and this has been impressive up to this point. But now it comes down to the melee as both teams lock horns here. They have to go for it. Harblue's encouraging Squid to go around from that gas tank. They're trying to move forward. Warrior and Kyla going there. No Demoman on the field now for either team, but still a little bit of a man advantage is going to just take the sting out of the teal here for Epsilon. They don't want to commit to this push. They're going to back off. And it's just a chess game right now, like.
It absolutely is. We're here yet again with both teams with Uber, but whoa, Seagull again trying to come in and make something happen. I mean, if anything, Seagull's suicide encourages Epsilon to try to push out into this well-prepared defense that Mix-Up has. This is a strategy known in America as the reverse pick. You go in and sack your roamer and then try to get the team to over-aggressively push out into a situation you've set up to be very positive to you defensively. Epsilon getting quite far out up there on the riverside, but as the respawning Seagull does flap his way back in, but whoa, War does go down. That's the demo man down, no stickies, and immediately Mix-Up are going to respond. They start to push him through lower now. The Uber just now being popped. Tyler's jump getting stuffed, but that's just fine. He hits Nox, forces the Uber out as well. We have Seagull and Enigma waiting in the wings. They're waiting for the Uber to be down. They see that the point has no stickies on it. Seagull now goes to make his Uber. He gets absolutely dunked by Kyler, but whoa! Seagull's rocket does connect with Kyler, and Seagull himself is actually still alive. The frags, though, and the health are in favor of Epsilon. It looks like this is going to be a successful defense. Tyler trying to do anything he can to get a few more frags and maybe try to kill Nox, but no, Nox is going to end that fight at full health. Harblue just now respawning. We have about a 40% advantage for Epsilon. They're finally going to get back out into their yard, Admirable.
Yeah, the big threat I saw during that whole play as well was that Enigma was trying to come up submarine style from below, but Bash was keeping an eye on him throughout all of that, managed to come out ahead in that one-on-one, but always a threat for the point. If Seagull's going to pop up from the drop down and get shut down kind of for fun with the buckshot to the face, and now Epsilon will want to continue absolutely with this man advantage and Uber advantage. They're moving in for free here, and Nox shows his experience. He's not going to pop early and try and send Uber players, and he's just going to make sure that his team can clear the way. Even if it ends up in an equal Uber situation, that's much better than going into this leapfrog game where you sort of Uber early, try and hope that your opponent are badly positioned and play off that. Now it's neck and neck, and they've taken control of that midpoint. Teg's already poking through the choke here. He's got Bash right behind him to follow up on any sort of damage, but the main combo, the driving force of Epsilon, War, Mike and Nox are poking in from the big door here. Nox just catching up with Warrior, who was trying to get slightly ahead of the rest of the team, but really the damage to spam the pre-fire here from Mix-Up is good enough for them to have to go back and reconsider line.
This is a very tense, very delicate position here from Epsilon. Let's go ahead and peek into their mumble and hear what their comms are going in to prepare for this push.
Pas seul, hein. Ceux qui se tapent, hein.
They're in choke,
Choke, come on, come to me.
One scout's weak on point.
Just sobering.
The scout on point, go for it.
David.
They mote.
Come big door. Come big door.
Weak bien.
Come big door.
Behind us. All this choke behind us.
Let's get high.
Let's get this all
They get high.
Get sorry behind.
Nice, man.
Down point.
Okay, let's push back in now.
Scout is low under. Sorry, he's on point.
Push back in. I'm jumping. Let's go. Jump.
I'm fucking weak. I know, I'm with you.
I'm chasing.
He's weak. Nice.
Go.
Let's try to go last. Go last. Let's try.
My god, that was just Epsilon setting Mix-Up up to fail. I mean, even though it looked precarious there, Nox was in the low ground, had to Uber to save his team, but really the whole time they were just stopping Mix-Up from capping that point. Obviously it favours them to take a fight there with the spawns are in their favour right now. The man advantage just continues to be eroded away, and as they push on to the last crowd erupts once more. It's not for Australia this time, but for Europe. Mix-Up find themselves a round behind, and if you follow Arx's train of thought, Epsilon winning a round first, taking first blood, that's positive for Europe on this map.
I would definitely agree with that statement. Now moving in, second mid. Scouts, that's Kyler and Bash. Actually, Bash going through the drop down, and he's going to get a flank on a Seagull. Does try to take this engagement. Seagull's really low. He is actually, Bash is going to be the first casualty. Seagull quickly following him. Mix-Up are getting very aggressive onto the point, but here comes the late bomb from Tech, and he does find Harblue. He takes him down. War and Nox are being pressured by Squid. Whoa, Squid and Enigma teaming up, getting all kinds of frags. It's just Enigma and Plat left on this point, though. Enigma gets down to 9 health. He gets taken down. Platinum gets immediately taken down as well by Kyler. Kyler with a huge mid there, winning that for Epsilon. Uber advantage for them. Midpoint capped. This is looking good.
Yeah, I mean, that's Kyler through and through right there, staying alive until the opportune moment when the odds are stacked in his favour. Nox is exactly the same, although obviously not quite as prolific on the kills playing medic, but he has a great read on middles. You know, he seems to have a very quick computational brain. Like, as soon as he sees somebody going down on his side, he's going to stay back, he's not going to commit, and even when things are looking dicey, he's going to make sure he's fully comfortable in moving in there. As such, Epsilon take control of mid, take control of that CP4 and maintain the man advantage with Seagull killing himself at some point there. Didn't quite catch that one. Epsilon extend, killing off 3 more players. Harblue, Enigma and TLR drop in quick succession. It's going to be an absolute wipe here. A perfect push from Epsilon. War kills himself after the round, just to give Mix-Up a little bit of satisfaction, but really Epsilon, they've got their pedal to the metal.
Epsilon absolutely have all the momentum right now. Let's take another listen into their mumble comms for this mid fight. We'll get the mumble comms in for the next round, maybe. Bit of a technical hiccup there. We apologize for that. Big bombs coming in from Deck. He's turned a lot of the attention to Mix-Up around, opening the door for War to walk across the point. Kyler just continuing his unreal kill streak, picking up more frags onto Enigma here. Mike is going to crater Seagull there. Epsilon are slowly walking across the point. They're taking all the ground. Tyler going down. He does take down Tech in the process, and Squid's going to crater over there. It's just Plat and Harb. They have Uber. No, they don't have it quite yet. 99, they get it. He pops immediately when they get it. And they drop Nox. Platinum manages to drop Nox. There were 2 quick, identically dead stickies.
Yeah, well played by Platinum there. I can't believe that actually ended up in a reasonably favourable situation for Mix-Up. Harblue has survived. Nox just back on the field now, will find himself at about a 50% Uber disadvantage. But really, I was watching that whole thing and I was like, why are Platinum and Harblue still in here? My question was soon answered by that beautiful drop sound. Nox too slow on the right click, but now he's not intimidated in the slightest. He's got a good read on this Uber. Platinum's gone down early into this push as Epsilon show you the meaning of aggression. We don't wait for Uber charge in Europe. We're straight in there. We're killing your pocket. We're killing your demo man. We're killing your scout. We're killing your rover. Come at me, bro.
Epsilon wiping Mix-Up in that. They now are going to leave 1 scout to cap. Epsilon getting ready to push into last here. Respawns are slowly coming up for Mix-Up. I don't think they're going to be fast enough. Epsilon not waiting for the super. Tyler trying to do whatever he can. Jumping in, and Epsilon Kyler gets on the point, capping it. That's 3 rounds in a row for the Europeans. Admirable. All the momentum, all of the pressure in favor of Epsilon.
60 minutes on the clock here. It's anybody's game, and I fully believe that, man. We've seen a lot of comebacks across the course of the brackets today. Mix-Up 3 rounds down, but it's not over for them just yet. They need to adapt on this mid fight though. But Platinum dies early again. Seagull's gonna go down as well. Mike is producing the goods on this middle line. But right now it's a 4-on-4. And 3 of the Mix-Up players are playing on the floor right now. Kyler isolates TLR, he's left Harblue slightly exposed, but as the dust is settling here and Epsilon seem to have given up any hope of contesting this mid-fight. They're going to back out to the lobby and regroup here. They're waiting for their spawns to come in line. I feel like I missed something. The crowd is going mad.
Mike hit 2 air shots, one after another, and then Tyler hit one. We had 3 air shots, boom, 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 in a row on them, man. It was absolutely massive. Now, though, we do have Ubers up for both teams. Mix-Up loses Seagull. Epsilon might try to move off of this. See them sort of gathering themselves over by that choke. Mix-Up starting to move back a little bit, maybe in expectation of this potential push. But no, Epsilon are perfectly happy to sit here. They're up by 3 rounds. It really is on Mix-Up to push right now. Bash sort of peeking over towards that big door area. War just setting up stickies at his last. This is a classic Gullywash stalemate.
Yeah, I mean, Epsilon can absolutely dictate the pace now, even though I said, you know, Mix-Up are not without their chance here. They have to be the ones to initiate the fight because Epsilon's sitting on a 3-round cushion. And it's going to be up to Mix-Up to induce the action now. They're going to just poke around the big door. It's Demoman and Soldier versus Demoman and Soldier. Warrior getting the buff here from Nox. He's going to try and contest, but you know, this is the game that the stalemates of TF2 boils down to. It's all about switching up your position. You know, show yourself in one place, rotate around and try and see if you can catch your team out and just engineer these tiny advantages to see if you can catch one player out, because that's all it takes, Lang, just that one pick and you've got your opening. But it's going to be a straight up Uber trade here around Choke. TLR's gone in, he's been Ubered first. Mike's landed some magic juggles onto him, but somehow Tyler manages to escape with his life intact, surfs out through the choke point there, and things are reset, but no more Uber charge in this equation, and either team can take matters into their own hands by just going for it, man.
Both teams have 6 players up. Health a little bit better for Epsilon at the moment, but now is Seagull. Whoa! Aggression here at the big door. Tyler claims the first kill on Detect. With that roaming soldier down, there's a little bit less flank pressure. It's good news for the scouts of Classic Mix-Up. We see now as Seagull has vomited through the choke, trying to clear room, trying to turn some eyes. Epsilon are forced to back up into their shutter door. They want nothing to do with this kind of positioning. They back right out, but we have Kyler actually coming up on the flank, and he takes down Platinum. That's a really big deal. Epsilon could maybe try to fight this now as long as they cover all the exits and are really wary of that back end. I feel like the Demo Man pick is something they have to really try to go on. Watching now Squid, he does take down Kyler back in the mid, and we have a pause.
This is actually the first pause to my memory, any of the games I've casted at least, so far throughout Insomnia 52.
Didn't we have that other pause just in the previous set?
There was no pause. There was a delay in between rounds, but it wasn't a pause.
I thought there was a pause at some point.
Call me a liar?
It's been a long day, James.
I don't even know. But in my mind, that's how things have worked out. It's just been non-stop TF2 action. Some of the finest human beings I've ever met in my life. Except for the crowd, they're all horrible. Absolutely horrible.
No reaction from the crowd on that one.
We're in agreement here. We're in agreement.
Right now, I'm just holding tab, casually looking at this scoreboard, and I can't help but notice the big numbers that Kyler is putting up. He's been really strong on this map, and then you look at Tyler, the pocket soldier for Mix-Up, sitting down there at only 10 points. It seems that the scouts of Epsilon are really just dancing all over the combo of Classic Mix-Up.
Yeah, I mean, that's the way Kyler loves to play. He's a little bit unorthodox. I'm not going to say that he baits out his team, but that's almost what it seems like in the earlier season of ETFL, but it might be Bash slightly underperforming right now. That pause comes back in again, but Kyler is definitely that guy who finds the frags on Epsilon more often than not. Kyler will be back up in 1 second, and things seem to be restored to normal. It's going to be Uber versus Uber here. A little bit of a stalemate, but mixed up with everything to gain here. This next push could earn them a round on the board, a much needed round right now. Epsilon currently have not had their last defense penetrated. Maybe we could listen. Oh, cancel that. Uber comes in right now for Mix-Up. They're going to force the issue. They're going to lead here with Platinum, but he's not going to make it out alive. Sort of stunned himself into the wall with the heavy, peppered him. Mike finished him off with a rocket to the face. The crowd is chanting for Epsilon. They are loving this hold, but will Epsilon choose to push out on that advantage? Apparently not, Lang.
Epsilon, yeah, they're just Well, there's a little bit of aggression from Bash. I guess he was scouting out up there to see if maybe the positioning could be worked with. But, whoa, actually, we do have the push now coming from Epsilon. They're committing some players. Mike with the bomb in. Now Tyler looking up, getting the 1-2 air shots from Mix-Up. Tyler getting caught on the stream, but Kyler preventing the frags at last, defending his point there. We do now have a Mix-Up. Really, it's 5 versus 5 right now. Ubers are almost even. Mix-Up getting back into this lobby now off the back of those air shots from Tyler.
Bash is furiously building with that Boston Basher. Uber comes in right now for Platinum. Nox just gets his charge in the nick of time. And as the Ubers fade, it's going to be Seagull who goes down. Mix-Up first blood here. Lots of damage being pumped out. Look at the help on Mix-Up. The frags are coming in. Platinum's going to go down again as Warrior puts him to task, sends him to the spawn key. TLR onto Mike as well, though it might slow things down a little bit. Mix-Up are looking to play the wrap around here despite being at the man disadvantage. They're trying to come in lower. Warrior goes down. Kyler kills off Squid in the lobby. He's going solo here. But now that things have calmed down ever so slightly, we're going to see Epsilon with no demo man up, and Mix-Up are almost certainly going to push on this line.
Enigma underneath the point, actually getting on it. Whoa, immediately gets taken down by Mike. Ziegler following up. Can he get the frag onto Nox? He does. Tyler with the 2 shotgun kills while that's all going on. Mike trying to stop the push coming in from lower main. Kyler, though, with the frag onto Squid. Is anyone from Mix-Up in a position to push? It's just Platinum and Arm. Kyler with the pistols. They're so close to taking down Platinum. He does get that health kit, though, just barely. And oh, this is quite the last stalemate. I don't know. I've lost track of how many attempted pushes this has been from Mix-Up.
Did you see that traffic cone meat shot from Kyler, man? He destroyed that plastic object. Oh my god, I think he was paranoid about sticky traps there from Platinum, but Epsilon have done the impossible and held on again here. War holding forward, will catch up Seagull. But here comes that Uber charge with Mix-Up, stream forward through main. Tech doesn't quite get the block on them, but he comes in from behind to keep them in here. They're not going to be able to make it out alive. Oh, in fact, Enigma says no, he's going to kill off Tech. Squid is helping Enigma eviscerate the Epsilon players remaining alive. War's doing his best to try and play from the lower area there, but Nox on the respawn can't do anything, and Mix-Up have finally got that round on the board. Much to the appreciation of our crowd, Alex.
Absolutely. 3-1 right now, with Mix-Up having something to hold on to. Let's go ahead and take a listen to their comms going into this mid.
Demo sit.
Scout's pushing you, Plat. I can cross big Plat, still. Take high ground, take high ground, take high ground.
Yep. Underneath. Don't drop. Do not drop. Do not drop.
Soldier's hurt on point.
Really hard pack. I dropped.
I'm pushing you.
You need to push Plat. You're the one with heals.
One demo. Demo's dead. I fell down.
Pocket's
Scout's
free.
hurt on the ground. Scout's hurt
Pocket's
on the ground. Pocket's dead.
Pocket's
hurt. Under.
He's underneath right now.
Back up to me.
He's on me.
Stay big door.
He's dead.
Nice. Good shot now. It's only Scout one up, and we got fucking 1 round, 6 minutes.
Just Kyler and Nox left alive at the end there. They are going to get their Uber up in time to defend here, as Mix-Up have already moved into yard and are starting to capture point 2. It's going to be an Uber versus Uber fight on last, but Mix-Up seem confident. However, we do have that Tech Sniper and that Kyler Heavy on last. Anything could happen from this defense.
Yeah, I find those mid comms fascinating. Like, I've never even heard that call before. Don't drop, they're under. TLR goes down here right now to slow things down, but like, watching from the aerial perspective, you saw the 2 Epsilon scouts swimming around underneath like a couple of sharks waiting for frags, but Mix-Up knew not to give them any. They just walked forward with 6 up top. Right now though, an Uber has been popped off. I believe Nox used his charge. They're sitting here on last, and it's a massive advantage yet again. Power Blue has the chance to decide exactly how he wants to execute here. What are Mix-Up thinking? How do you want to approach this when I see Squid and Platinum poised on lower there, Lang?
Yeah, they might want to try to chariot their scouts in. It looks like that's exactly what they've done. Close the distance, get to the point. War hitting an air shot on a Uber scout there. And now Kyler, the Heavy, has arrived. But whoa, he gets focused on super fast. Mix-Up are on the point, but they can't get the cap because Tech is there, denying it. And that's a full wipe for Classic Mix-Up. Epsilon now going to be able to move out, recap their 2, and with this Uber advantage, they're easily going to be able to have a good chance at getting into this mid and capping that 2.
Yeah, times 4 on 2 right now, and all of Epsilon are going to stack that point. They're even going to peek ahead here right now. Enigma is the man watching choke for mix-up. He sees the Epsilon combo coming forward there. He knows War is there, at least he sees the Sicky, so he can intimate that to his team. Seagull's very far forward, he's taking a lot of damage. That's the sort of thing that might bait Epsilon into the push. They know at least one player's weak. Mike stepped in, but he's not going to chase after Seagull. He's going to focus on Enigma. Platinum onto Warrior Yellow. Big demo advantage here for mix-up. Platinum with the opportunity to go huge. He's popping out 60, so left, right, center. He needs to reload. He's baited out the overcharge here from Nox. It's going to be 15% before Hardly gets this. They're trying to deal with Mike here. He's still got so much health hiding behind that rock, just less than 200. He needs some help here. Actually, Uber gets popped off. Harbly's going to go in with Platinum. They're taking out 2 fights here. Tyler and Enigma eventually clean up Mike. But right now, they're making it difficult for themselves. They've left Kyler in a 2v1. He manages to pick up TLR, but he will not be able to finish off Enigma. And even though Mix-Up... Oh, they're coming. They got a lot of time on the point. Take those shoes. What was that? 2-3 frags there from the French rumor?
Yeah, however many it was a really clutch frag on a Harblue there. Oh my god, Seagull just barely escape planning away from Tech there. Whoa, Tech rounds that corner to find a scout right in his face, but he's not going to be able to finish that frag off. Right now, both medics are down, and both of them come up on crits at the exact same time. We're going to have a crits versus crits coming up real soon here. Epsilon on mid, starting to build their crits, and they're actually building a little bit faster than Mix-Up.
If this push comes in like right on point, it could be disastrous either way. It's going to come down to a coin toss here. Who can get that first shot off? Will it be Han or will it be Grudo? I don't know. Oh, first blood goes to Tech. In fact, no crits required. And as such, Mix-Up's going to back off. Enigma goes down on the retreat. Mike gets a frag onto TLR. Seagull onto Nox though. Oh my god, no crits for that guy. Hardly remained alive though, and he's going to pop off here onto Platinum. They're not even intimidating Epsilon. They're just going to keep walking forward here. Like they're going to cap CB4.
Yeah, the crits was not effective from Mix-Up. They got stuffed back in the shutter. They were not able to do too much with it there. Mix-Up now. Even though they've lost the cap point, they are getting very aggressive. Nox is pretty far forward. If Mix-Up chase, might be able to catch him. No, they are not. They're going to focus this cap point. They're so you can't risk the back cap in this situation, especially when you're 2 rounds down. And James, I don't mean to alarm you, but I'm hitting tab and I'm seeing that there's only 3 minutes and 45 seconds left in this round. Mix-Up have got to boogie right now, and let's go ahead and listen in as they have the crit streak right now.
Got him bananas, sir. Got him bananas, sir. Coming up from your throat.
He's on me, he's dead.
Step this big door, step this big door. Step this big door. Yeah, we gotta turn this into a round. Just very quick.
I'm pushing lower, I'm pushing lower. I'm pushing lower, low.
Pushing up the cap. Getting forward spawn still, just so you know.
Okay. Circling last, scout top second.
I'm river. Enigma, you can
peek last,
right?
force him at last.
I got. Go.
Just committed hits.
Yeah, there's 3 down. Just force him.
Force the Uber, then fall back.
Top right, top.
Mix-Up getting ready to push into last, but Epsilon have their own crits now with the defensive pyro as well. Nox thinking about moving forward with Mike. Mike thinking about where he wants to go. Mike getting adventurous down in the lower lobby. Mix-Up positioned very, very defensively. They have their crits now as well. Tyler looks like he spotted a route in through the riverside. They're getting in. Largely unseen. War is finally going to spot them out. Who's going to get the crits first? War pops up and he takes down Harblue. Right away after the first sticky. War does go down immediately after, though. The pyro coming in to defend. No way Mix-Up are going to be able to come in that way with that pyro, but the pyro does get taken down, actually. I think Mix-Up, are they going to let up the aggression? No, they have the scouts coming in. They're actually getting pretty close to the cap.
He's going to find himself on the point, gets a rocket into the back of Mike, but Kyler reacts quickly, combines with Mike to finish off TLR. Platinum will go down as well. Harblue just respawning now. Seagull as well as on the choke. Harblue runs through big door, then realizes that Seagull is actually bad. He's going to back off there, so there'll be absolutely nobody can test Epsilon's re-push here, but somehow they managed to make the crits versus crit shenanigans pay big for Epsilon Esports. Of course, every second that takes down is closer to a European victory here, and this is the first map of this best of 3 line. But does it seem inevitable to you?
Let's see what. Oh yeah, we got about a minute 43 left. Yeah, I'm not sure if it's really possible. I mean, Mix-Up would have to push it right now and get the cap right now. They're only just recapping 2 though. This margin's gonna be really slim. Tyler getting a couple of frags. There's only 2 up for Epsilon. The crits is coming out. Mix-Up have secured this cap. About 90 seconds left.
It's definitely possible.
Mix-Up need to make this happen right now on this mid. Let's go ahead and listen to the comms once more in this crucial fight.
Chris for hardware.
They're gonna be so scared.
They're playing so passive this mid. Just rape them. Demo's trailing.
We're jumping their side. We're jumping their side.
Demo's 1 out. Demo's 1 out. We're all over their side.
They're in banana right now?
Where's the rest of our team? Soldier's hurt. Scouts had a 1 tunnel point. I'm dead.
Yeah.
Wait, no,
You guys didn't go up their side. What?
I didn't.
No, our scouts did. Neither of our scouts went up to their side.
Mix-Up show up to mid and wipe to the superior play of Epsilon, and that is going to secure this first map in this set, meaning that Epsilon are only going to be 1 map away from entry into that grand finals against Froyotech, and Mix-Up are only 1 map away from elimination. 1 more loss and they are out of Insomnia 52.
I feel like Platinum went a little bit too hard on that mid fight. I know they were really trying to take it to Epsilon, but he pushed down lower, tried to focus soldiers. If he'd been up top and been able to tag those scouts, it might have changed things for his team, but as you say, it seems like Epsilon are in the ascendancy here. Almost got another cap, but it is going to end 3-2, super close in favor of Epsilon. What will the next fight be? Time will tell.
I believe the next map is actually going to be Snakewater, I think is what I heard before the game went live. And yeah, as we do see on the scoreboard, the next map is indeed going to be CP Snakewater. I gotta say, you know, Mix-Up are pretty good on that map, but everyone here has been telling me, hey, Nox understands that map better than anybody.
Shouldn't listen to everything I say, man. I believe this game is still wide open. I mean, Mix-Up came back strong despite being 3 rounds down. Maybe still adjusting slightly to the clock, but hopefully they've had the wake-up call they need to bring this map to all 3 of the best of 3. We want to see nothing but the finest TF2 line.
We always want to see the series go to all the full length, the full duration, get all those games in. Right now we are, in fact, looking at these stats, though. Platinum doing 287 damage a minute. Mike, though, up at 317, only being topped by War at 327 damage a minute. Huge damage coming out from a lot of these players here. One stat that stands out to me, though, pretty low deaths from both of the medics. Horribly having 8 deaths, Nox having only 5. In a game like that, you know, went the full time, that seems like a pretty low number for both medics.
Kyler's performance as well, epitomized by that 2.9 kills and assists per death ratio. He's always the guy, well, almost always the guy topping that anytime Epsilon plays. Just so good at staying alive until the right moment where the odds are stacked in his favor and comes in for those cleanup situations. He is Epsilon's janitor for sure.
So while we actually have a bit of downtime between these maps, unless we're going to go into some replays, maybe we can throw it to a break. Actually, we do have replays coming in. Let's go ahead and get these up on the stream, and I'll walk you guys through them here. Our first replay here is going to be Mike's big frag onto Enigma, just completely stuffing him, following up with another nice air shot onto Enigma, completely denying him. Kyler, he went up the drop down with the Boston Basher and takes the 1v2, gets so close to winning it, but still, that stopped a lot of the momentum. Now we have a Tech coming in later to help sort of clean up, and oh, Tech just cratering Harblue with that wall air shot. Tyler now. The soldier's going to jump in, hits the 1, hits the 2nd. Nice double there out of Mix-Up's Tyler. And once again, Kyler. Miker. Jumping in. Oh, the big double air shot from the Welshman, Mike. Looking once again through the eyes of Kyler as he picks up Enigma and then takes on Platinum immediately after, securing that mid for his team. big plays all around from Epsilon that game.
Yeah, the Welshman hitting the double air shots. Mike, not to be confused with the other Welshman, Coleman, also hitting many double air shots on land. He has disappeared from the main stage though. Byte's asking me, am I pumped? My fucking pumped? Nah, not yet, mate. Save it up for the grand final. Byte's offered to buy me around here. Sure.
So what we actually might do right now is we're not quite sure how long it's going to take for these teams to file into the server and to preserve our voices here. I think we're actually going to throw it over to a quick break. So we'll be back in, I believe, about 10 or 15 minutes with this next map. It's going to be CP Snakewater between Epsilon and Mix-Up. Epsilon are up one map in the series, only one more, and they're in the grand final.